The lemon tree. Maya sat on the edge of her bed, staring at the rejection email on her phone screen. It was the 7th one this month. Her dream of becoming a published author felt more distant than ever, and at 32 she wondered if she'd wasted the best years of her life chasing something impossible. She thought back to when she was 8 years old, sitting in her grandmother's kitchen, scribbling stories on napkins while cookies baked in the oven. Her grandmother would read each one, her eyes lighting up with genuine delight. "You have magic in your words, mi amor," she'd say. But her grandmother had been gone for 5 years now, and the magic felt like it had died with her. Maya walked to her closet and pulled out a cardboard box she'd shoved to the back. Inside were 12 completed manuscripts, hundreds of rejection letters, and a worn notebook filled with her grandmother's recipes and encouraging notes. As she flipped through the pages, a small envelope fell out, addressed to her in her grandmother's handwriting. Her hands trembled as she opened it. "My dearest Maya, if you're reading this, I'm probably no longer with you, and I imagine you're feeling discouraged. Remember the day we planted the lemon tree in the backyard? You wanted to see lemons the next morning. I told you that the most beautiful things take time to grow. That tree took 3 years to bear its first fruit, but now it feeds the whole neighborhood. Your words are seeds, mi amor. Keep planting them. The harvest will come." Maya wiped her tears and looked out her window at that lemon tree, now heavy with fruit. She thought about giving up, about finding a practical career, about finally being realistic. But then she remembered something her grandmother used to say. The only real failure is the story left unwritten. The next morning, instead of sending her manuscript to another traditional publisher, Maya decided to try something different. She started a blog, posting 1 chapter each week. She shared it with a small writing group online. 10 people read the first chapter, then 30, then 300. Within 6 months, 5,000 people were waiting eagerly for her weekly updates. A year later, Maya self-published her novel. It didn't hit any bestseller lists immediately, but readers found it. They wrote her messages about how her words had touched them, changed them, given them hope. One reader's email said, "Your story saved my life during my darkest moment." 2 years after that rejection email, a literary agent reached out. They'd discovered her work through word of mouth and wanted to represent her next book. But by then, Maya had already published 3 novels independently and had built a community of devoted readers who had been with her from the beginning. Standing in her grandmother's kitchen, now her own, Maya looked at the lemon tree through the window. She understood now what her grandmother had meant. Success wasn't about the fastest route or the easiest path. It was about continuing to plant seeds, even when the harvest seemed impossibly far away. Every word written, every story told, every moment of doubt pushed through was part of the growth she couldn't see happening beneath the surface. The magic had never left. It had just been growing roots,